I grew up on this coastline. It's a place I've known all of my life. So it's a sort of territory of familiarity. It is a place, like so many aspects of the coastal edge of Australia, that contains moments that completely blow your mind, that are separated from the conventions of what we think is just a vast and open coastline. Hello, I'm John Wardle, founding partner of Wardle, and we're sitting in the living space of the Fairhaven House, sitting high above the Great Ocean Road, looking over the Fairhaven surf beach along the western coast of Victoria. We are here on the lands of the Eastern Maar people of the Kulin Nation, and I would like to express our deep appreciation of the knowledge that they have that brings to bear projects such as this at this time of our history. Much of this house has been to create all that we wished to do to serve our clients' needs, which was to design a beach house on this amazing tract of land. At the same time, adjust everything to push and pull and cavort it round into a formation that would settle within the landscape and allow it to become part and set within the natural formation of the hills behind. Those arriving at the house come from the north, through the landscape and then through this very narrow, almost like a fissure between rocks, and arrive through that very odd-shaped front door. We often describe it almost like a cinematic projection where at each stage you see other layers of view, and it opens up only when you arrive in this living space. Here you have a vast panorama. We've broken it up into a series of spaces within, each that then inflects slightly toward a different part of the ocean view. So as you leave one space and walk to another, there's a different aspect of the view toward the ocean to be experienced. The kitchen faces north, that window slides back and food can be presented out into those in the courtyard. But at the same time, it's oriented back toward this one long projection of the view out to the ocean through the dining area and that vast window into the blue horizon beyond. The house contains a series of joinery and furniture elements that could have only been designed toward the end of the project as we knew our clients much better. And the dining table itself was quite playfully instructive. You'll notice these recesses where the plates actually dock into each position. And those two elements that come out of the table that would take some fruit and a loaf of bread and those sorts of things as people share the ceremony of dining at a dining table. Some of the peripheral windows and ventilation panels are pushed to the sides, and they sit behind almost secret panels that can open up at certain times to either allow another view out, but also to allow air in without being an encumbrance to those major viewing windows. Black butt is an extraordinary durable Australian native. It allows us to use the same material that's suitable for the floor and the windows, also for the walls and ceiling and some of the joinery. And it's the singularity of this beautiful Australian eucalypt that I think is one of the primary considerations of our material selection for the entire house. In contrast to the vast and open living and dining chambers at this level is this canyon-like passageway that is the point where you sort of understand and navigate your way around the house. From here, the stairway peels off and takes you through to an area unseen, but suggested through this cut of the voids to the upstairs bedroom and glass bridge that leaps across this small void to the upper level terrace and then through to the study that faces away from the ocean. As if the study is a place for contemplation and work, it's the one place that is oriented completely in the opposite direction, facing north through the canopy of trees. One of the other interesting long views through space is when we return back from the study and look down through the principal bedroom and out to the ocean. Again, it's one of those views that unfolds and opens up as you get closer to the edge. Well, it's been a pleasure recalling many of these stories. It's great to come back to a house that we've done several years ago now. It's settling into the landscape. The house itself is really standing up very well. Its amazing timber structure and zinc-clad exterior are combating the elements as well as we could have hoped.